Hi, and welcome back to MRTV. Oh my goodness, we gotta talk. What a huge move from Meta. Of course, the news of the week, Meta is preparing for XR war against Google and Apple. And that's exactly what this news is all about. So Meta is opening Quest operating system to third-party headsets, marking a massive shift in strategy. So we will see the Quest operating system that is now being called Horizon OS on other hardware, like from Lenovo and from ROG Aces, and there's even going to be an Xbox themed Quest. Wow, that is huge. Why is that happening right now? What is going on, and why this massive shift from walled garden approach, like the Apple approach, where only the company makes hardware, to this more Android-like approach, where other companies can make the hardware, but Meta is still controlling the store. Why now? And yeah, if you really think about it, it all makes sense. Because Meta has finally realized that their real asset is the platform. The hundreds of games that they have, the great developers that make all these games, right? This is the true asset, and this is where right now they have a head start of a couple of years, and that's why right now this ecosystem is actually the best XR ecosystem that we have right now in this XR industry. So until now, they could basically do whatever they wanted, right? They did not really treat the developers so well. As in, like developers, they were not really sure how to really get into the store, right? It was fairly okay to get into the App Lab, but it was not so easy to get from the App Lab into the actual store. And if you're in the App Lab, it's okay, but well, people cannot really easily find you in the App Lab, right? You have to already know the game and stuff. So they were not particularly being treated very well, those devs. It was okay for Meta until now because there was simply no competition. But now there is competition, and that is exactly why competition is so good for us consumers, but also for Meta themselves, actually, right? So now Apple is here with their Apple Vision Pro, and for the Apple ecosystem, for developers, it is way easier to get into the main store. They have some transparent rules. You follow those rules and guidelines, and boom, you're in the store. Much easier than App Lab and the main Quest store, or the Horizon store, how it's called right now, right? And then there's Google. So in a couple of weeks, there's going to be Google I/O, and they're most probably going to tell us about their XR operating system, which is Android XR. And for sure, they're going to use the same Android approach, exactly that approach, where other hardware makers simply can make XR hardware headsets that run the Android XR platform. And well, like this, they directly have a store. And for sure, also for devs, it's going to be just as simple to get their apps onto this Android XR platform, right? So Meta, they are simply so afraid of losing that huge advantage that they have invested in the last years, right? They are so afraid of losing it because for new developers, they will, of course, also try to bring their games and apps into the other stores, and probably it's easier, and probably they might not care so much about the Meta Quest store anymore if it's so tough to get into the main store. This is number one, but also for the hardware, right? For the new headsets. If I would be a new headset maker and I would make the MRTV standalone headset, yeah, what would I do? Obviously, I cannot use the Apple Store, right? Because it's still that closed walled garden. Then, if Meta would not have done this, I would have gone for the Android XR operating system and put this on my headset, and then there would be one more device where people can buy Android apps. But now with Meta opening up this store, their operating system, sorry, me as a hardware maker, I would probably think twice. Do I really put the Android XR operating system that is still not as strong and good as the Horizon OS there? So probably right now I would choose the Horizon one. Yes, so it all makes sense, and it's all because Meta is truly afraid to lose their big advantage. The big question though is, how open will the actual Horizon OS actually be? So let's have a look into the news and see what they're doing here. So Meta plans to blur barriers between App Lab and Horizon Store, core Android app developers. So this is exactly what I've mentioned before. So devs were not really sure what to do, right? They didn't know exactly how to get into the main store. Now what they're doing is in the Horizon Store, there will be a whole section for App Lab where you can browse the App Lab games. So this is still not perfect, right? So App Lab games will still not truly be in the main store. They will still be App Lab, but you can at least browse it and look through it and find games easier that are in the App Lab. So that is like the first step to making it easier and nicer for app developers, actually. Yeah, so it's good that they're doing it, and it's a first step. So that's that. But I still think it is going to be easier for devs to get into the main store for Apple, for the AVP, for the Apple Vision Pro, and to get onto the Android XR store. And who knows, probably in the future, Meta might completely give up this whole App Lab approach. We'll see. Yeah, then for hardware, also we got the interesting news that the first companies to partner with Meta are Asus, Lenovo, and actually Xbox. So the idea here is that other companies can make very specialized hardware, right? So Asus is going to make a gaming headset. Fantastic. Hopefully we're going to get something with, not only standalone, but also hopefully like the DisplayPort that we all love so much, right? That we can directly connect it via DisplayPort to our gaming PC. That would be the right thing to do for ROG. Let's see. And Lenovo is actually making some educational headset, which is good as well. So the idea is that companies can simply more narrowly make a headset just for gaming, just for entertainment, and it doesn't need to be this kind of one headset fits all that Quest is right now, right? So I think it is a very, very smart move, and obviously I'm very much looking forward to that Xbox headset here, the Xbox inspired headset, which, as you can tell, probably is just a Quest 3, but with a new color scheme, black and green, and with an Xbox controller. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, so this is huge news. What a huge shift in strategy, and I would love to hear from you now. Do you agree with me that this move is actually a good move? So in general, it's good, it's positive, but it was informed by Meta simply being afraid of this competition, by simply seeing that it's going to be tough to still treat their developers like they treat their developers, and it's also tough to compete on the hardware side with Google when they have this kind of open platform where every hardware maker can simply put the OS there, and probably they would have chosen Android over Meta. And actually, the big asset that Meta has is their platform where they now have an edge. If you agree with me, do let me know in the comment section. If you disagree with me, also do let me know in the comment section. I would love to get this discussion started. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV, absolutely do that now and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything, because, well, here you're getting the latest news, opinions, and of course, independent reviews. Yes, that's everything that I got for this video. Again, I'm looking forward to your opinions. See you in the comment section. See you on the MRTV Discord server, or see you in the next video. Until then, Bye bye.